Hello Miss, my name is Nurwasiko Malasari. Jack and his recovery. Soon after Jack had returned to the ward, he began to regain consciousness. The nurse who was looking after him removed the airway from his mouth and gave him a pillow for his head. From next few hours he slept soundly. From time to time, those of his injured leg were examined to see if they were warm and thin, and his pulse and blood pressure were taken hourly. At 6 p.m., Jack woke up and complained of severe pain in his leg. The dermatologist who had performed the operation had prescribed Petidine if Jack complained of pain, and he was given an intramuscular injection of 15 mg of Petidine at 6 past 10 p.m. As his blood was now within normal limits, the bed block were taken away and a bed cradle was put in his head to take the weight of the bedclothes off his legs. A nurse offered him a bottle, but he said he could not manage to pass water. A houseman visited Jack during the evening to check that he was all right and he would be able to sleep. He prescribed a second injection of Petidine, which to be given at midnight if Jack complained of further pain. The nurse came and helped Jack to wash his hand and face to change off the wet tether gone into his pajama jacket. Jack, who had been allowed frequent sips of water because he had not complained of nausea, was given a cup of tea and told the nurse that he was beginning to feel fine. Admissions. In Britain, most people who fall ill are treated at home by their family doctors. Not all illness can be treated at home. However, so many people are admitted to hospital at some time during their lives. They are admitted either as arranged admission or as emergency admission. Arranged admissions, a patient who goes into hospital as an arranged admission has previously attended an outpatient clinic to which he has been sent by his family doctor. At the clinic, he is examined. His previous history is taken. All the necessary investigation are carried out. If admission is recommended, his name is put on a waiting list, and when a bed in an appropriate ward becomes vacant, he is sent a letter which tells him when to report to the hospital for admission. With this letter, most hospitals enclose a leaflet telling the patient what he will need while he is in hospital. The leaflet also outlines in the general ward routine the gives detail of visiting hours, emergency admissions. Nowadays, many people go into hospital as a result of accident or sudden illness. These patients are called emergency admissions. They are often seriously ill and in need of immediate care and attention. Unlike arranged admission, little or nothing is known about emergency admissions or their previous histories. They are usually taken to casualty and emergency department by ambulance. They are often unconscious. Sometimes they are accompanied by friends or relatives who are able to supply at least their personal particulars. In the casualty department, they are examined and the necessary emergency treatment is carried out. If possible, their previous history are taken. The appropriate word is notify that a patient is being sent up so that the necessary preparation can be made.